Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So, in this video we're going to be talking about elements to an irresistible offer. Now I created a video just not so long ago about how to create an irresistible offer, but there's a few elements that are within an irresistible offer that I want to kind of go in more in depth about here. So it helps to put an irresistible offer together and help it persuade the audience to make a purchase, right? So that's what we want to do. So yeah, without further ado, let's just jump in and take a look at the presentation. So let's just start things off with a quick introduction, guys. In this presentation, I want to delve deeper into the 4 elements from creating an irresistible offer. Now, in a previous video, I spoke about how an irresistible offer attracts your target audience and helps to persuade your cold and warm audiences to convert better within your e-commerce sales process. So today I want to go more in depth with these 4 elements so we get a better understanding of them. So let's just hop right in. So first up is product bundling, and this is where you bundle your products or services together in order to make a value packed irresistible offer. So this perks high interest from your prospects, customers, and helps to increase sales. And one of the most well-known examples of product bundling is the bundled computer package, complete with the likes of a monitor, mouse, keyboard, preloaded software, all that goodness, all for a single price. Now, alternatively, one could select and buy each component of the system separately. All components being equal, the differences are that the buyer doesn't have to purchase every item separately, and that the bundle package could cost as much as 1/3 less than each item sold separately. So you need to ask the question, do you have various products or services that you could bundle? And if the answer is yes, then you can try the following. So create a handful of offers that you believe would make your customers, say to themselves, wow, that's a complete no-brainer, I can't pass up on that. And run them by a few of your more loyal customers to get feedback. This will help you determine how successful your bundles can perform. So if you give that, if you present these offers to the people who know, like, and trust you the most, they can give you kind of honest feedback essentially as to whether they would actually go and purchase, your bundle. So it'll give you insightful feedback. Now, discounting. Have you ever read the book Influence by Robert Cialdini? Now, in the first chapter, he tells a story of a small business owner who was struggling to make sales. So he took the initiative to write a note to his manager to cut the price of their product in half with the hopes that it would sell faster. Now, what actually happened was that the manager misread the note and ended up doubling the price of the product instead, and the product flew off the shelves. The principle at play here, it's perceived value. Now, people always have a perceived value when it comes to pricing of a product or service. So discounting your product may not generate enough sales volume to offset loss and profit from selling your product at a full price. And below are a couple of concepts that making discounting more powerful. So the likes of urgency, you've got exclusivity, and loss leader. Now you can segment offers, and one of the great ways to create exclusivity is through segmented offers. Now you can segment your offers by channel. For example, you could have a specific offer just for Facebook or for your email list or for your chatbot. You can even segment your offers to your customers on the database from purchase history, for example. So if you have an advanced CRM, an email marketing tool, this should be an easy enough concept to implement. And what you need to do here is create a juicy offer that is only available to people who have purchased your most expensive product or service or spent a certain amount of money with you over their lifetime. And you need to segment your customer database and market that amazing offer only to your best customers. This is very powerful because you can tailor your messaging to that specific group and make them feel like they are, part of the family. Make them feel special, like VIP special, and they will appreciate that message. And, they are special for your business, guys, because at the end of the day, the ones that are spending the most with you are the really good customers. Now, you can also create different offers for people who have purchased any of your products versus those that are just prospects of your business. And it's really up to you at the end of the day what you want to do here. I would recommend starting with your best customers first and then working your way back. Now, you can also try an early bird discount. The early bird discount is all about a limited amount of customers who take advantage of a price reduction early on in the sales process. So perhaps the most common one we'd know of is Black Friday, you know, the doorbuster. And you probably know the deal. People start to line up hours, even days in advance to be one of the first, say, 100 people to get that flat screen TV that's going for $300. Now, although it's fun to sort of joke about how people go crazy for material possessions the day after Thanksgiving, their behavior goes to show that these types of promotions are very effective. This is largely due to the fact that the offer has a very strong exclusivity and urgency components involved. It's exclusive because only the first 100 people will get that price, and it's urgent because it's only available on a single day. And you can also sort of like reward the early customers with an added bonus on top of the offer they are already expecting. This is a great way to jumpstart and maximize the word of mouth marketing that will evolve from your irresistible offer. And next up is like a limited time offer. With limited time offers, a discount becomes a limited time offer when your offer is only available for a short period of time. Now, instead of just marking down your product and putting it on sale, create a limited time offer. This creates scarcity and forces people to make a buying decision now, if they want to take advantage of the special offer, that is, okay? So promotions need deadlines for the modern buyer to take action. With these types of offers, most of your results will usually come in within the first sort of 48 hours of your promotion. So another option then, guys, is sell your first product at a loss. So the idea of selling your first product at a loss typically applies only to the times that you're running paid advertising on the likes of Facebook, Google, etc. And I would only ever advise using this strategy if you have a good idea of what the average lifetime value is of a customer in your business. As in, how much money does the average customer spend with you in the first 3, 6, 12 months? If they spend $500 on average in the first year with you, would you be willing to pay $50 in advertising to acquire a customer? Most likely you would. I've seen this with ecom brands where they offer something for free, usually just pay the shipping costs. They may be losing a couple of dollars on their free first front end offer, but they know they will be profiting, say, in the likes of 30, 60, 90 days down the road as they nurture that new customer and offer more sort of products and services on their back end. The free plus shipping offer is what's called a loss leader, and it's designed to acquire more customers and bring more people into their community. So giving your product away for free or free trial period only makes sense if you know that your average customer will come back and purchase multiple times, okay? So the fact that a customer is paying a small fee for the product in the form of shipping costs, it is better than offering something entirely for free. So as they are, trusting to make the purchase with you, which is a promising start really when you think about it for the beginning of a customer relationship. Now, as for discounting your offers, just be very careful not to discount your products or services too often, because you don't want to train your audience into thinking that your products and services will be on sale anytime soon. And for example, like, when was the last time you saw a sale outside of an Apple store? Most likely never, okay? There are so many sales at Macy's then, many of its customers won't even go there unless they have a 20% off coupon in their hand. So the point is, Apple has trained their audience to value their products, while Macy's has trained their audience to wait for the next sale at their store. And then there's value ads, guys. So value ads are very much like bundle pricing. The difference with value ads is that your customers get a secondary product or service that increases the real or perceived value of the product they're purchasing at no extra cost. So I'll give you an example. If I sell consoles like gaming consoles like PlayStation, I could throw in a game that's included in the original price for the console. The game increases the value of the game's console, right? You could swap the game for an extra player controller. Get creative with this in your business. That's kind of what you need to do here. There are various ways to add value without actually having to spend a lot of money or cut into the actual profits. So, you know, maybe a question then is like, what is something that you can throw in with your product or service to increase the value of the actual sale? It's very effective, these add-ons, because they do sort of help to increase conversion. And now we've got like risk reversals, and you're probably most very familiar with something like this, even as a consumer. But the whole idea of risk reversal is to offer, to eliminate as much risk as possible for your customer. Okay, so when you decrease risk, you remove friction from the buying process and increase the likelihood of a sale. The most common one is the money back guarantee, right? So the most common way of risk reversal is the famous money back guarantee. And I guess the thing you need to do here, the big takeaway from it is to make your guarantee stand out. Okay, so you know, is it going to be 30 days or is it going to be 30 days plus double your money back, or is it up 60 days, that whole thing? So you got to get creative with that, and it is all very bespoke to the business that you're working with at the end of the day, and the target audience, of course, as well. Now, if you have a rock solid confidence in your product or service and the results can deliver, okay, give a 30 to even 90-day money back guarantee. If the customer uses your product correctly and isn't 100% satisfied with their purchase, you refund them their money back. So the thing is here, the important point I want to sort of stress here, guys, is that all this depends on your market and the results you can deliver to your customer. So you got to be smart about your risk reversal and balance it between, encouraging a sale, but also not having it negatively affect your business, because, a risk reversal, this money back guarantee or double your money back guarantee, and if people aren't having success with it, you're going to get all these kind of referrals and refunds and complaints, which can really kind of cripple, the business. So think long and hard about the quality of what you're offering and the likelihood of it being returned, and then weigh up the idea of what sort of risk reversal you want to sort of present in your sales process. Now, another risk reversal is the buy now and pay later, which you've probably seen before on certain stores. This type of risk reversal is in the form of store credit. This means the customer either pays a percentage now or nothing at all until, say, for example, 30 days after the item has been shipped. The customer has 30 days to pay for their items without interest fees. Now, if it goes over the 30 days, that's when interest fees start to kick in, and usually these interest fees are quite high as well. Okay. Now, a word of warning though, if you use this concept, good chance you'll be attracting people who will struggle to pay for the items on their credit. Do not bank on receiving the full balance with the stuff that you're selling here. Interest fees are high with these kind of credit systems, because brands know that making the card available to folks with poor credit means greater risk, for the brand itself. So you got to be very careful again with this type of risk reversal, and it depends on the stability of your business. So yeah, another one to just be careful with, I suppose. Works well, encourages sales, conversions, but who are you attracting at the end of the day into your business? Okay, you don't want to be having to deal with a lot of people who essentially owe you money, and having to get into all that sort of nonsense. So something to use, something to think about, and it's an option, the buy now and pay later. Now, payment plans. Payment plans are a fantastic way to not only reduce risk for your customer, but allows them a way to make payment over a set period of time. Essentially spreads the risk out for them over a longer period of time. So payment plans work great for your customer to get all what they want, or most of the benefits of your product or service today, while minimizing the immediate financial risk they take on. Now, from experience, this is a very effective marketing tactic that has been used to boost sales conversions, and it's quite common with high ticket offers, things that are into the hundreds of dollars, for example. If you can break it up into 2, 3, maybe even more of a payment plan, it does help to ease the financial sort of upfront costs from your consumers, and allows them to get involved in the product. And at the same time, you collect the remaining payment plans over the months that follow. So yeah, it's quite effective. So to conclude, guys, your irresistible offer will be most effective when you take these concepts and stack them together to create an irresistible offer, all right? And there is no right or wrong way of offer stacking here. And the best thing to do, as kind of mentioned before in a previous slide, is to get creative with the information that's presented in the slide here and see what products and services you can kind of bundle, stack together, along with like a risk reversal, for example, to manifest that no-brainer offer, okay? Now, when you come up with a few, try to get feedback from your customers and prospects to see how they would respond. And when you notice the positive response, you know you're onto a winner. So it's all about a matter of research and testing. So once you have that sort of data, the positive data, it's maybe then time to test on a wider audience. All right, guys, so that is the end of the video. So I hope you got some value out of that today. This was just an idea to try and show you like the kind of more in-depth elements of the irresistible offer. So we talked about like the discounting, how to do it properly, value adds, risk reversals, that kind of thing. So yeah, they are just ways that you can kind of enhance or create an irresistible offer for your audience by stacking value or by discounting or by creating this kind of this great guarantee that you may have, or you're setting it up into payment plans, all that kind of stuff. So that's essentially it. I hope you got some value out of it today. And yeah, we will catch you guys in the next video. Take care.